In the chaos, I managed to push myself unmolested to Pentonville Prison with an hour of visiting time remaining. Dr. Saint, or Saint Dr. Cunningham, was sitting in the visiting room wearing a grey prison uniform and a bright red bow tie and matching spectacles. I said aloha, and he thanked me for coming. He asked me how the war was going. Who fucking knows? I said. Dr. Saint, or Saint Dr. Cunningham, said that he had something heavy weighing on his mind. He went on to tell me that he had thought of little else since he had arrived in jail. At first, he said, he didn't want to believe it. He told himself his conclusion had been wrong. But he couldn't deny the evidence. Every night he'd break out in cold sweats. At this point, Saint Doctor, or Dr. Saint Cunningham, broke down. I tried to comfort him. You've been trying to explain your nutty belief in God. You've been trying to find a rational basis for your faith. I've been there. I know how it feels, I said. I spent 2 years pushing myself up Everest, trying to figure the whole thing out. Trust me, there isn't any proof of God. It's all a matter of blind faith. Metaphysical speculations are, this isn't about God. No? No. Oh. Sophia. Sophia what? Sophia loves him. Loves who? Edgar. No. She mumbles his name in her sleep every night. I've been there when it's happened. He mumbles her name in his sleep. He masturbates her in his bathtub shaped like a question mark every night. There was silence. A prison guard coughed falsely. Dr. Saint, or Saint Dr. Cunningham, pulled hard on his bow tie and looked down at the ground. I didn't know what to say. To get them together would be sheer lunacy in my professional opinion. They're both too unstable, too... But they love each other, I said. Yes, I believe they do. What a mess, I said. Saint Doctor, or Dr. Saint Cunningham, broke down again. He pulled again on his bow tie. It came undone, and the poor man looked as despondent as it was possible to be. I love Sophia Alderson more than I can say, he said. I know you think she's nuts, and everything, I agree she is. But all that doesn't matter. I love her. From the day I was put in charge of her case, I loved her. It was then that I confessed to Dr. Saint, or Saint Dr. Cunningham, something I had not told anyone before, not even Edgar. I told him as he fumbled with his bow tie that I had loved 2 women in my ridiculous life. One had been Kitty Fitzgerald, who had introduced me to the universe, and the other was Sophia Alderson, who, a little while after the Great Mania, had her followers toss me onto a bonfire. Dr. Saint, or Saint Dr. Cunningham, put his hand on my push bar and said he knew how I felt. We regained our composure a little after that and discussed what we were going to do. Together we devised a plan, a stupid, pathetic plan that would end more horribly than either of us could imagine. A plan that Dr. Saint, or Saint Dr. Cunningham, said in all honesty, with not a hint of irony, might just work. That night I slipped back into Sceptic Tower with more stealth and cunning than you would imagine a bent and buckled supermarket trolley capable of. A week later, after an early morning attack had been repulsed, our graduation ceremony took place in the main lobby of Sceptic Tower. Edgar congratulated us and asked, "Who knows?" To which we replied, "Search me." My fellow students and myself were then presented with our diplomas. I would later have mine framed. After that, we all did the and congratulated each other. I will remember that day for as long as I live.